Okay, quick tip on putting this fence up. This post is not, the top bar is not there exactly level where it's going to be. I'm leveling up the top post, and the distance between the post at the bottom and at the top is what I'm leveling up here. These got magnets, so you check all the way around the post to make sure it's level, and then you check at the top of your post to make sure it's level. Now what I have is, I have them dug into the ground, not all the way down. I use the post digger and I dig the hole, and then I pick the pole up and down and I jam it into the ground to kind of hold. Now when I'm at where I want to be at, I start putting the ground in to hold it for me, because now I could go ahead and put the concrete on top of this right here. One thing before you finalize and start putting your concrete in, this is a 2 3/8 gate now that I'm going up. The other one was a 2-inch. This is 2 3/8 inch. So I had to get all new clips for it, and the clips on for the gate are going to be bigger. So I had to go wider on this, and I can't really go wider over here because this is up against the house. So I had to go wider on this side. Now from that's perfectly level. Now those you have to go lower, because now I got to jump from this one to this one, and then make sure those are perfectly level, and the gate is going to be as high at the bottom, higher than the deck, so it can swing out that way. Now just by banging it back and forth, up and down, I got it level. So now I got to get the other level and make it level this way. And when this is level this way, got to make sure it's level this way, and then I use my stick and I start beating around at the bottom to make it solid. Okay, here we go. This is perfect right here. You see I moved it in from the sidewalk some. Perfect level. The gate's not buttoned down right because I got to put the decking on. I want it to sway over the deck. Okay, this right here is tilted this way, but I just put the fence on so you can see that this right here, this whole pole, the top is perfect, but I gotta undig the bottom and move this over this way as much as I can, because I don't really want to go that way more. I'm thinking about just concreting those in, since those are good right there, and then I gotta figure this out. Even if I take one line and cut this down a little bit, I think it'll be more symmetrical even to move this side over then and just concrete that in right now, since that's ready to go. You know what's kicking my butt is I'm straight here, I'm straight here. That post is crooked. That's the neighbor's post, and it's crooked. So it looks like I'm crooked, but actually that post is crooked. But I'm pretty much flush on the money. So now everything is held in place. This is actually held by this right here. None of this is set, because I know I'm gonna have to move this post over. So since this is all set perfect, exactly, that's the same width of the last fence, I'm gonna paint all that. I'm gonna set that right now, let that dry, and then I'll do this tomorrow. Quick rate, fast setting concrete. Fast setting concrete. Probably I'm gonna switch the one bag between the two holes right here. Make sure it's centered, everything's centered and right. And I gotta remember, do not open this gate right now, because this gate is actually part of the thing holding this together. I would say I'm Bob's your uncle, but Bob's not your uncle yet. So this is all set, this is all good to go. It just got to be painted, and I need to buy more clips. Now I know this is a little bit below it, but we're gonna zip tie decoration to this anyway, so I just need clips to hold this real tight right here. About 3 of them right there. I try to have on the outside all the round things. The gate has this and they're on there, so what I'm gonna do is get an angle grinder, cut them and paint them, and Bob's your uncle there. I have it really high above the deck because we're gonna go ahead and still put decking on there, so I could lower it down later, but I'm comfortable where it's at. Now I'm not putting the tops on there because I still have to move this post, move it in, and then reset it. But that's gonna get painted. Look, I put my sealant dripped all down there, so I'll probably paint the front of that again. And another reason why this is not on the deck all the way, you see it's not all the way on the deck right there. I'm putting hostas in the front, my hostas, hosta right there, hostas across the front. My wife likes them with the white and the green, but I want to be able to paint and maintain the wood on here. That's why it's not all the way above it. We've always had this gap right here because this concrete is so thick right here, so we've always had this gap. So this time I might just get a little, like 2 things of fencing and put them from here to here. So this is where cats get in here. All right, either way, talk to you later. Okay, back to the fence, but I just want to show you, I put a paver base down like this. I used the cheap concrete and the sand mix to get everything set, and guess what? When I watered it, the water went back towards the deck. So I gotta pull all of these, flip them back, put some more paver base along that so the water could roll off this way. But this is what they do on the fence right here. Remember, this is in concrete, this is perfect, this is set. This one was too far over. So I picked that out the post and I dug it in deeper that way. Okay, but it's a little bit kilter this way. This is perfect across the top. But I have my solar pipe at the bottom right there, so it can't go further over that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the fast setting concrete in this one first. So this way, as I'm putting it in, I could push this. I don't want this to fall again. I've dropped that like 4 times. When I push this, when I put the fast setting concrete, I'm going to push it to the side. Make sure that's level to the side and let that set. It's at 25 to 30 minutes, but actually it sets faster than that before I move anywhere else. Now the gate is set in perfect. Look at that, look at that, look at that. That's the gate that's set in perfect. Now you can see with the line right there, I got to make sure this is perfect, so that line on the bottom of the gate is straight. Bam, bam, bam. Now why the gate is so high is because I still got to put the deck board on. I did all this with waterproofing, and it's amazing when you spray it with water, the water beads up and rolls right off. All right, so this is day 2 on the fence. I redug the fence post. I got the levels. This is perfect across the top. This right here you can re-level afterward. It's just holding it in place, just like that one's not re-leveled. All new fence posts, and I'm gonna paint all the stuff gray. I do gotta buy the little clips to hold this up right there. All right, let me go mix some concrete so I get this post set because it's supposed to rain today. All right, I know those measurements are spot on. I'm going to go ahead and use this measurement right here with the gate closed, so I could know how much I have to put in. I'm gonna start putting fast setting cement on this side because that's where that's. And then you go this way, and then you put your fast setting cement in and have a level that way. But my main one is this way right now. Just using a little stick to get it right where I want it as it's holding in place. You hold it and then you pack the bottom of that. Okay, that one is spot on. This one's important that you don't want leaning back and forth, because whichever way this is tilting, when you open your gate, see, this isn't even holding that no more. It'll swing one way or the other if that one's tilted. That's in. So by the time I mix the other bag, that one right there is already going to start to get hard, and then I could fill in that one, and then I level it off with the cement. I know you could put it lower, but I want to level off with cement because I don't want that to water drain hole. Like if the low spot or whatever, the water will start to drain right there. So I'm going to level that off with the rest of the little concrete in this area. All right, the fence is done. Everything's here. I didn't bring these in yet with the mallet because that's still got to set right there. But if you swing it open and close it, perfect. This is a little bit higher than this one and that one, but I'm okay with that. You know, you want to be nitpicky, you could raise this up and raise this up. I had some my line that I hold my my tomatoes with, so I tied it off with right here. You want this. That's why I had the time. That's why I set this first. I had the time. I took my time. because you don't want this where this is too tight, too whatever. I didn't wind up having to cut this. I just pushed everything that way when I set it. This one's straight, this one's a little bit in, but I mean, from the naked eye, you cannot tell a difference. It came out amazing. I hate that I did that. That was all perfectly white. And then I went ahead and I pressure water treated the whole thing, and it leaked down there. So now I gotta let that completely dry before I can paint over it. All right, either way, that's hanging the fence tips and tricks. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share. I went ahead and I didn't buy enough of these, so there's just 2 on each one. 2 on here, 2 on there, because I had to separate it over there. But I mean, you can't tell the difference. You could put another one right here in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, but there's really no need for right now. Started putting the deck down, but it's not screwed in yet, so that's a whole other video.